welcome to Movies and Munchies. I'm Billionna Reyes.
And I'm Lauren Craig.
And today's movie is Bombshell. It is about these three women news reporters who end up breaking a story of how they either were harassed at work or weren't harassed at work by their boss named Roger.
And our munchie today is Trader Joe's chips in a pickle. How cute of a name is that? Dill pickle flavored potato chips, and they look real nice on the cover. They look kind of like kettle chips.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yes.
I really like your butterflies today.
Oh, thank
I'm a
you.
butterfly girl. Ooh, they smell pickly. These are the bomb.
These are the bomb.
I like them.
Yeah, they have very strong pickle flavor.
And a little bit salty, but not too salty.
Yeah, and they're very crunchy and delicious.
I could eat a whole bag by myself.
It's going to be hard to stop eating it to do the show.
Okay, last one.
If y'all hear some chomping, mind your business. You'll understand when you try these.
Yeah.
What would you rate these?
Oh, okay. I would rate these a 5. I off the bat liked it from the bag, Lauren. I ate like 3 while I was talking to you. I'm taking this instead of you. No, I'm just kidding.
You're like, leave my house.
Yeah.
I want all these. I would rate these also a 5 because, like we said, the texture is perfect. The flavor is strong.
The after flavor too, it stays in your mouth. Where it's not like really harsh, it's like good enough to be like, oh, I should have another chip later. So, what did you think about Bombshell?
I love this movie. I thought it was so good. I had seen the cover for it on Hulu, but I just saw like the 3 blonde women. I literally just thought it was about like professional ladies in the office and they were all friends or something like that. I was like, oh, this is about the news. How interesting. And then it like got into like the dark stuff and I was like, oh, wow. I really enjoyed it. What about you? Okay, wait. Yes, I really enjoyed it.
What about you?
I liked it also because of the female actors. They're all great as actors themselves, but the story also is very intriguing to like know what the like it's today's age and we're still going through this shit. So my first question to you is, being an actor, have you ever wanted to also be a news reporter?
No, I never had the desire to be a news reporter. I just like felt like they were too like prim and proper and like, here's the news. This is what I'm going to tell you about. And it's also like a ton of work. They like research and write their own stories. So that's like a lot to do all that and then be the on-camera person. Yeah, when I found that out, I was like, oh, that's way too much. What, have you ever wanted to be a news reporter?
When I was little, I wanted to be a news reporter. And I think that's what kind of like sparked my need into wanting to be an actor. But I was like, oh, today's weather is blah, 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 blah. It's raining outside. How are you feeling today? I kind of still do like on-host personality, and that's what news reporters are.
Yeah.
Or even like e-news. I still want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
What did you think about the direct-to-camera in this movie?
I liked it. I thought it was very interesting. Again, like with bringing you into the story and then taking you out and like, oh, this is what happened. I know you kind of don't like the voiceover thing.
I understood why they did it in this movie a little bit more since they are like news reporters and it was like a news story. So I thought it was an interesting way of make the characters feel more real actually to you. In this case, I was like on the fence about it.
So this is a very touchy subject. Why do you think these women took so long to say that they were harassed?
I think it was all the reasons that they said in the actual movie.
I can't get fired. This is the only job I have ever wanted. I don't want to be on TV. I want to be on Fox.
No one else is going to want you if you've worked at Fox because it's like so political, I guess. Like the girl who did come out was like very high up. They probably, if it was anyone like lower down the totem pole, were probably worried that like no one would join their fight, no one would believe them, and then they're out of a job too. So they might as well like not say anything.
I agree. I also think that what was going through their mind is like, maybe I did something bad. Because I feel like sometimes that's what the victim thinks is like, oh, like it's my fault that I'm attractive or like I brought this upon myself. So yeah. I agree with you.
What did you think about his wife standing beside him?
Oh my god, I was irritated about that. She freaking knows. Like, how can you not know that he has a private elevator to his office so no one could see people coming in and out? I'm like, what's wrong with this pity.
Yeah.
I feel like there must be something wrong with her character or her personality to like be like, he didn't do it.
I thought there was no way that she didn't know things were going on. Maybe she could be like, well, if she never had any suspicions about her husband before, I could see her after that first person being like, okay, maybe she's lying because she just got fired.
Ready to go to war?
Oh, yeah.
However, whenever all of the other women started coming out, it's like, there's no way. Being married to someone like that, you have to know he's a little creepy. Like, you have to have seen signs of that
Yes.
before. And then I think even after they brought out, they were like, oh, she, like, recorded your conversations for years.
Everything Gretchen said, it's all true. Roger lied to me.
Why? Because I'm a manager here. So I have concerns my public defense of Roger can be construed as coercive.
I don't know. It was probably, like, a pride thing and, like, a money thing as to why she did that.
Yeah.
But it was just messed up.
Okay, so this is also another touchy question. Have you ever been harassed at work? You don't have to get too deep into it if it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, so when I was working in the restaurant industry, I was actually training this guy. And at first he just seemed like a nice guy, like he seemed fine. But then like as time went on, he would be like, oh, ha 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 ha. Or like, you know, oh, that's funny. Touching me all the time, like, and it was just like, okay, dude, stop.
Yeah.
And then also every time I would walk past him, like he would like always have to say something or make a little bit of conversation and be like a little bit flirty. And so I was just like trying to ignore him. But then one day we were closing and it was only like 4 of us in the whole restaurant. And we like play music loud. No one's like really around each other. I went to the restroom and I hear like a knock on the door and it was like, Lauren? The door creaked open a little bit and I was like, oh, hold on, I'll be right there. And I was like, what the heck? Then he like knocks again, hey, Lauren, and like comes into the bathroom. So he's like sitting in there and I'm in the stall using the bathroom and I was like, hey, I'll be right out. And he just stood in there the whole time. He's like, I just wanted to thank you so much for training me. And I was just like, why is he in here? I was so like scared, you know, because if he did anything, no one was back there, no one would be able to hear me yelling probably. He's just standing there like, and I just wash my hands and like walk out real quick. After that I was like leaving the company anyway, so it was just like, this is weird. What about you?
Okay, so there was this one time in the military and this higher up sergeant was like, Billie, you should like leave your husband and blah blah blah. Oh, I like love you so much. And he's not even like in my unit and I don't want to use like any names just for the safety of everyone, and I don't want to be dragged into this anymore.
Was he older than you?
Yeah, way older than me. This is like when I was like 17, 18, like baby, super baby in the military. And I like send the letter he gave me to Jody and Jody like freaks the hell out and like calls me. He's like, is he bothering you? Like, no, like he just sent me this, but it's still like weird. I would just have like this gut feeling of like, don't you ever be alone with him.
Yeah.
Always make sure you have someone with you. Since he wasn't like in my unit, like I couldn't like really, well, I could do stuff about it, but like it's deployment, everyone's stress level's high, like anxiety's high. People are like doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. So it's like that's a very crazy time in my life that it happened to. So I felt like if I said something, no one would believe me. First of all, it's like an infantry unit. Second, I'm a girl in an all-male dominant field, and I just got there. So
wow.
Yeah. I mean, nothing happened, thank God.
Yeah,
but still, like I always had to like watch over my back.
Did you know that the news industry was like this?
No, I didn't. I thought it was like all business. Like I know the entertainment industry is way different from the news industry, but they're totally the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I felt the same way. I had no idea this was like had gone on in the news industry. I would not have guessed that it would be slimy like this.
Yeah.
Like in the
Oh, very disgusting.
Because I knew about the entertainment industry, like you said.
Yeah,
but...
like that's a no-brainer.
Right.
But this is like, oh, like it's more professional.
Right.
And there's research and there's like things being reported.
Yes.
But no, there's like a whole
slimy.
Yeah. Slippery and slimy.
Okay, I think that's it.
No, we gotta do our ratings, Lauren.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what would you rate Bombshell?
I rated this movie a 5.
Yay!
Yeah. I really loved it. Like the storyline was great. It was so interesting to watch and learn about. And I liked the ending, how the bad guy got taken down. It was like a happy ending, but like kind of like a bittersweet ending, because if you remember, the guy like gave the speech and didn't say he was fired because these allegations were true.
Yeah,
he
he'll
kind of
just like step aside.
He left, you know. And so that's why that girl quit, because it was kind of like nothing's changing.
Yeah.
I I liked it.
Me too. I rated this a 5 also. It's also based off a real story. And of course they had like the female leads, and I love me a female lead. And I also love that justice has been served. Ideally, I would think he should go to jail, never work in the industry again, have all his money and assets like frozen, but that doesn't work. So this was the best thing where he just stepped away.
Yeah.
Just now you know not to work with him.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching Movies and Munchies. If you haven't watched Bombshell, go check it out on Hulu.
And go to Trader Joe's for a lot of reasons, but also to try these chips. Chips and a pickle. Pickle flavored potato chips. They're amazing.
Mhm.
Go try them. You'll understand.
You would not want to share.
You will not, because about to.
Yeah.
You're mine.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.